Oh, okay, we can start now. We'll see if somebody will join. No problem, I can guide them so that they will take over from that point. So, this will be the agenda for the today lecture. Overview of programming languages. So it is very basic class, very basic. You may find like you have already done it before. Okay. So just as a part of curriculum, I'm doing it. So you might not find it interesting also. So just be with it. Sometimes we have to deal with basic, non-interesting topics also. But there might be something in today's lecture also that they ask questions in interviews. So I'll let you know like which are those questions. So overview of programming languages, why Python is quite popular. History of Python command line basics. So this command line basics for Windows. Okay. And then installing Python, other tools like IDE, and then run Hello World in Python. So this is basically for a beginner. Okay. Now overview of programming languages. Like what is a programming languages? It is a set of instructions and syntax used to create software programs. Okay. So obviously there will be some syntax, some instructions will be giving to machines, and those syntax will follow as per Python guidelines. So this is for programming language definition. Same is applicable for all the languages. Now, what are the basic terminologies used in programming languages? In programming language, we need something which will store the data, correct? Data types, you can say. So the figure, this is on the right side. I have mentioned few labels. For example, int age, then this equal to sign along with this number. So this is not applicable to Python, but in order to make you some understanding, I have used this int. So what is age? Age is a label having data type of integer. So it's a variable name. Why do we require variable name? Any idea?
To have meaningful value inside it. Meaningful name.
Yes. So if we don't use variables, for example, I want to do programming, and everywhere we'll be using values. For example, manager will come and ask me, man, you have hard coded everywhere. What is this? You are not a good programmer. Okay. So we have to use variables and not the values exactly. We can assign values to the variable. Okay. That's why we are using a variable names. Because at the same time, age can take, string values also. Age can take Boolean also. So we can reuse age as per our convenience. Variables name, a variable names having some conventions, some rules we need to follow. Those is we can start variable name with underscore. We cannot start with number. Yeah, and in Python, variable names mostly they are in lower case. Okay, no special characters should be allowed in variables name, and so on and so forth. And what are our operators? In this example, operator is equal to sign. Okay, so operator is something which will work on to or one or more operands. Who are operands in this case? Operands is age, and operators is equal to. And syntax is specific rules and structure used to write code in a program. Okay. Now, what about control structures? Control structures used to control the flow of a program, such as if-else statements. loops, and functions. Okay, those are called control structures. And what about libraries and frameworks? Libraries and frameworks, they are collection of like pre-written code that can be used to perform common tasks and speed up development. So it is because of this libraries only we decide which programming language we should go for. This frameworks uh, uh, it will decide like which programming language you should go for. You have heard about like Django framework, then PyTest framework, and then Flask also. They are all types of frameworks. And what about paradigms? The programming style or philosophy used in the language, such as procedural and object-oriented or functional language. So this is called paradigms. So these are certain definitions. Okay, we should know. Like control, if a control structure will come into mind, what thing will come into our background of mind? Statements, libraries, and frameworks. If somebody will ask or it will come, then uh, something called module will come. I mean, so our bunch of code will come in our mind. Okay, so those things should be there. Now, what are the characteristics of a programming language? So again, programming language should be simple, correct, easy to learn and use. Readability should be there, and human can recognize it. So this is the you know, most important thing that being for a developer want to have. Okay, uh, why Scala is not so much popular? You know, have you seen the Scala code? Like the syntax is not familiar. Doesn't look familiar because we are mostly familiar with English language, and something which is written in such a language that looks like a encoded version. Okay, so Scala is like that. It doesn't resemble you like an English language. That's why uh, it's not. We can say that it's not simple, but Python is simple. Okay, easy to learn. Since syntax is simple, so it is easy to learn. Okay, it is easy to use. Means we can install it, then we can use it. Have We should have some proper documentation where we can refer and we can write our programming language. That should be there. A portable programming language. Portable programming language means uh, if you are writing language in Windows, the same code can be portable to Linux. The same code should work on Linux platform also. So this is called portability of a programming language. The programming language should be well structured and documented. This is very much important. If we are writing any code and we are just writing uh, in order to meet the functionality, and we have not properly documented, then the engineer, you might get replaced, or you might resign from the current company. Then the new engineer who is going to replace you must deal with it. You must understand the code that you have written. For that, proper documentation is required. He should know like what is the input for this function, what is the output, what is expected output. Okay, what is the behavior and functionality of that particular code. And also the programming language should support necessary tools for development, debugging, testing. It should not happen, we should do things manually. We should have given tools uh, in such a way that we can automate our testing, we can automate our debugging process. Okay, and at the same time, maintenance of a program must be provided by the programming language. Now, how maintenance of a program can be provided by a programming language? We should maintain the code. We can use repository like GitHub or Bitbucket. Those things they should support. So you know that in GitHub they support many languages like Python, Java, and C, Scala, even TCL TK. I have worked in TCL TK also, so I used to push the code to GitHub. So those tools should be there. Then programming language should provide a single environment known as IDE. For example, which IDE I am using currently for my demonstration of code.
323.
Sorry,
323, you mean?
now, which IDE I am using. So I am using this IDE. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, this is my VS Code, Visual Studio Code.
Okay.
Okay. So programming language such a way should provide an environment where we can do our development. Okay, this is called IDE. What are other examples of IDE? Eclipse is there, correct? IntelliJ. Nowadays, IntelliJ is very much popular, and it is expensive also. And then programming language must be consistent in terms of syntax and semantics. Obviously, if it is not consistent, then we cannot rely on this programming language. Then abstraction must have characteristics of a programming language, in which ability to define the complex structure and its degree of usability comes. So abstraction, very much important thing. Abstraction. I just see here. I'm writing something. Okay, print. Hello world. Save. After that, I'm just hitting this button. Okay, mhm. That must clear this output. I am clearing this. Okay, I don't know what Python is doing to clear the output. Okay, it is doing something. I just need to uh, enter the command. So this is called abstraction. I don't have to bother about what internally the process is going on. Okay, so we should have abstraction to many levels, kind of like maybe in background many things are happening, but users should not know about it. And this way it won't affect our development also, because my purpose is getting fulfilled, correct? If I'm only entering a clear output, my purpose is getting fulfilled. So this is called abstraction. Now, overview of programming languages. Like these are the most popular programming languages we have market. And C we use mostly for hardware embedded domains. Um, then Python we are generally using for AI ML and then automation domains. C++ along with uh, I haven't used C++, but I have seen many applications they develop using C++, which is from hardware side. Okay, when I was part of Intel, then I saw they were working with the C++ in hardwares in many access points. Then Java, purely application-based programming language. Okay, and there are other languages also. Go is also very popular as of now. R is very popular in data analytics. Then JavaScript very popular in your automation. If you do Selenium automation, then we are using JavaScript a lot. Those commands which support JavaScript we are using. Why Python is quite popular? Obviously, easy to learn. Because syntax is easy. Cross-platform, you can use in many operating system. Open source, very important. Software, if it is open source, then developer is easy to do their research, because many things will be available on internet. And finally, our teacher is Google. Correct. If any problem comes, we open our browser and start hitting our questions, and see what is the result. If out of 4 to 5 responses, we select the best one. Right. So if software is open source, that is very much handy for the developer. A versatile language and platform. It is similar to your second point, versatile language. Has great libraries and frameworks. So obviously, I've already covered like Python and Git libraries, like Django, then many data science libraries are there. For example, Matplotlib, and then NumPy, and Scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is used a lot in AI. Then web development, obviously. Then instrumental in data science. Oh, yeah, this has already been covered. Automation, yeah, automation already I've covered this. Automation I've seen if it is a Python automation is, then PyTest will be there. By default, PyTest syntax will be followed. Okay, so developer has to do unit testing, something called unit testing, and in that unit testing, you have to write some functions, and that functions should follow PyTest syntax. So PyTest is a framework, and if you're a Python developer, you will get chance somehow to work in PyTest if you are in automation room. Then history of Python I already covered, so I can skip it now as of command line basics. So there are few command lines which is supported on Windows operating systems, and we'll be using these are used on a frequent basis. So I'll open my terminal. So I will in search bar here, I will enter CMD. Okay. So where is that CMD gone for me? Yeah, it is open here. So when I open, okay, this is PowerShell, not CMD. Let me close this. So if I enter CMD, command prompt is open for me. You also know, like, there is something called git bash, something called PowerShell is also there. Okay, so why we use those terminals. Using git bash, we can connect to GitHub. Using Power Bash, we can use a few protocols like WSL, then SSH, TCP. PowerShell has larger capabilities as compared to command prompt. So so there is one command called dir. Dir, it will list your directories and files. Okay, see, if I've entered dir, I have got all these files and folders in this account. And let me go to my desktop. Okay, and do it, not ls, dir. So ls is a Ubuntu command. Okay, and then one thing, please note that CLI commands are faster than GUI. So you might have seen, like, we AWS developer, what they do, they installed AWS client on this system so that they can interact with the AWS. And why they are doing that? Why they are not straight away going to AWS console and start doing their things? There are few things they can do it being on system only. Okay, and that should be more faster, and that's why they install that AWS client on top of their system, because it is faster than GUI. Okay. Then there is one command called dir /a. So the difference between this command and above command is it will show me the hidden files also. dir without /a, it won't show me hidden files. So if you want to see hidden files, we have to use this command. So this is also important command. Now I want to see only files which ends with the certain string like .txt. So we have here file not find. It's not there on my desktop. So what I will do, I will take this .py as a string. File not find dot star should be first, then .py. So we have these many files which ends with .py. How many are there? Only one file is there. Let me try what I did with txt star.txt. No, we don't have any files in my desktop with ends with which has extension .txt. Then we have a command. Let me do dir again. I want to see which are the folders present. So there is folder called demo underscore folder. Okay, so I want to go inside this folder. I will use command cd. You know about these commands, correct? Can you please respond, guys? You know about cd, like change directory command?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Shweta, what about you? Is this not
Yes,
familiar?
yes.
Okay.
No, it is familiar.
Familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I go to demo directory, let me see what are these there in demo directory. Then there are some files. Here I can use that command star.txt. You'll get some txt files. So where you can use this dir.txt? Any idea?
Again,
For when we can use this dir command, this is very
Whenever
frequent.
whenever we want to view the directory present in a particular location or a folder or directory, if it is star, that will show all.
Correct. Or if you don't know, like whether something, some files having some extension, like tst is there or not, we can search. See, we got response like file not found also. So come to a decision. No, we don't have that file that we wanted, because here file name can be anything, no? File.txt particular. Okay, is this file present or not? No, it is not present. So it is used to find files. You can say at high level, it is used to find files. Then if you do cd without anything, it is going now. Okay. .dd we have to find. So for going one back directory, we have to use cd dot. Now cd demo, inside demo, what is that? Folder 1 is there. So if I want to go 2 folders back, we have to use this command. Okay, so this commands are very much handy, and as a beginner, we have to remember it. After that, it will our hands will remember everything. We'll keep on typing, we'll get our result. One thing you have noticed here, use of tab command, correct? cd demo. After that, I have hit enter here, tab I have entered. Okay, so it is giving me options one by one from top to bottom. Then I want blank screen, like I want to clear the output, so we use cls command. Okay, then I'm using one thing, up and down arrow keys, you know about it, correct? So in order to see the history, command history, we can use up arrow and down arrow also. So up arrow, it will go to my old history, and then down will come to the recent history which we have used recently. So there is some there is one command called make dir. As the name suggests, make dir, mkdir, it will make directory. Directory means folder, correct? So again, demo folder to I make. Then in case I want to remove this folder, then again tab, demo folder 2 I want to remove. So now demo folder 2 won't be there. Then we can also do a rename folder. For example, I'll make one folder, make dir folder to be removed. And then remove dir. Oh, this I already covered, I guess. Now, what thing? There is one interesting command called color. Okay, and see what color we have for this. This color command, it will change the color of your this logging. You were asking a coffee now for VS Studio Code, what logging you are using, correct? So here I want to change this color. I want to make it a little beautiful. Let's see, what should I use? It is not looking beautiful. 07. No, 07 is the default. Okay, so I want to use 0 plus. Where is green here? Green is there. A.
Green is 2.
0 A. This look good. It is looking like Ubuntu, no? We have used in Ubuntu this. So if you want to go back to default, just hit a color. Otherwise, color 0 is good today. Then a file name. For example, if we have some files, make dir, what it will do, it will make a demo folder 2. Demo folder 2 already there. Let me see, no, it has created, and folder as make dir. I want to create one file. Can I do it using this command? I have no idea. Sample file. I will. Yeah, it got created. So let me check. Demo folder 2, and then dir sample.txt got created. Okay, so make dir not only used to create directories. It is also used to create files if they are not present. So there is command called del, and it will delete your file. So it is asking me like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I wanted it. Now see, sample.txt is there. What happened? dir it has not deleted. You should delete. Let me go to this folder exactly. Is it deleting or is it just check stop? Okay, so what mistake I have made? Like I have created another folder only whose name was sample.txt. I should name it different. And what is the way to do it?
And rename it, right?
Uh, Rename it.
On the command line. Is that not a command to rename files?
So I have to see like how I've created mkdir and then demo folder to dir. Actually, what I'm doing is something. So what I'll do, I don't know about it. So is there any way so that I can see like so it is saying that which is what you want to have type. I don't want to go for a. I want to mkdirb, which is what you want to type if extensions are disabled. So mkdir drive path mkdir if command is enable mkdir changes follows. Let me do mkdir slash a. What is this? It is not helping me actually. So
What are we trying to do? The
Yeah,
folder.
exactly. What
The
we are
folder
trying to
has
do,
this.
Manish?
The folder has the same name as the file.
File name is sample.txt.
And what we are trying to do?
That is not file name. Sorry, this is a directory.
It's a directory, yeah.
Correct,
So
correct. So I'll do one thing. First
CD.
of all, I will remove the sample.txt. Now I want to here create one more file.
File or directory?
File.
File, okay. Okay.
So what I will do, there is one command called echo, and if I don't do anything and just do sample.txt and see now txt. Now it is not showing type of file, correct? So type of this entity is not showing as dir. Previously it was showing dir. If you see here, dir was.
Yep.
Yeah. So now try this command sample.txt. No dir. Now it got you. So make dir. I was right initially. Like it is not used to create files. It is used to create directories and subdirectories. In order to create a file, we use a command called echo. And echo is used in Windows. I want to see like, is there any something after creating that file? Again, up arrow key. What is generated like sample? Is there any some default content is there?
It should be blank, right? Echo is on.
But yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
have something echo is on. So it is expecting like you will be entering some content there, like I am a Python developer, and this has to be in sample.txt. Whether it will allow, let me see. Yeah, it allowed me. So what it will do, I'm a Python developer, it does overwrite, correct?
Yep.
Then in case if you don't want to overwrite, you just need to append, then we can use like your content. I am also PySpark developer, and we'll use, instead of single, less than equal to, this is called less than equal to, correct, or no, greater than equal to. Instead of single greater than equal to, we'll use double. So
There is no equal to over here. It is just greater than.
oh,
Right?
sorry, my bad, not equal to. So greater than sign I should say, we are using double greater than sign. So what it is say, like it says something called redirect. Okay, just keep in mind, it will redirect your content to file name. So now open this file again. So we got things got appended, it not got overwrite, correct? Now I want to say the file contents here, like something called, I have seen like cat would work, but see whether here it will work or not. No, cat is not a command for Windows. So there is
That is for what?
cat is, I think it is a Linux based cat command.
It's
Yeah,
like
right. But what we are trying to do here?
I want to see the contents of a sample.txt.
Okay.
So we have one command here. Okay, type is the command in Windows which is used to see the contents. Okay. Now what else I want to do, I want to use this copy command. I want to copy the sample.txt, and better I'll do once directory back, and I use this copy along with this whole path I will use, and sample.txt I will copy where, some other folder like demo folder. Yeah, I'll copy here. Here sample.txt should not be there. Yeah, it is not present, correct? So copy command followed by your source path, and then your destination path. See how it will work or not. So one file copied. Let me see the destination. See, destination have that sample.txt. So copy command is also frequently used in Windows. Okay. Now there is some files. There is some command called xcopy. Xcopy. I want to see like documentation for it. So what is the difference between copy and xcopy? I want to see. Okay. Because if want to copy only files, I can understand. If I want to copy this entire thing, Yes. Let me create one more file here. Folder here, sorry. This is subfolder. Inside this, I will create one more file. So file.txt. So what I want to do, I want to copy entire thing along with sample. I want to copy subword folder along with its contents. Okay, so this will be my source location. Where is my terminal? So CLS first. CO copy. Is it visible? CO. Now I want to paste it anywhere. I will paste it not in the same folder, some other folder. Otherwise, it will give me error. I'll paste it here. And here also there should not be any name conflict. We'll see if we'll get some error. So okay, it is overwriting. Let me say yes. I won't overwrite. Only one file is copied, not see. This is my destination. Only sample.txt got copied. What about other one? What was the other file? Folder name? I've created subfolder, correct? That subfolder is not copied here. Subfolder also should need to be copied. No? So we use something called xcopy. And it will behave similar to copy, only that it will allow to copy function.home button. Okay, I need to use to come to the beginning. And instead of copy, let me use xcopy. Yes. Okay. So here also it is not working. So what else to be used? Something else. Try this. Yes. Two files got copy. Now two files got copy. After I have appended this symbol // So let me see the destination. Destination is demo folder. Here I should see subfolder as along with its content and then sample.txt. So two files entities were subfolder and sample. It is giving me that response here. Two files got copied. And along with it is giving me the path also. See here itself.
If we give /. All will get copied.
Let me check. /. Invalid. Okay. There is nothing called a star.
Okay. And what if we have to copy all?
Just now we did, no? This is doing copy all.
Okay.
So using copy, we are able to copy only file. Okay, only file types, not folders. And using xcopy, we are able to do both of them along with, if you want some output, use this /. So always make a habit. This has to be there. Always make a habit.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
If the file name has spaces in the name, how do you escape those spaces on the command line?
Okay, so in that case, let me remove this because it has asked me something. Spaces.
Yeah, so let's say the file name is sample space demo, something like that.
Okay, we'll make a tryout here itself. So what happened to this? File name won't allow you, I guess. Only for folders can be allowed, correct?
Why file name can't be allowed? I think it can be, right? If
Let
we
me
do
check.
F2.
Okay.
Uh.
Sample. Okay, now it will allow. Okay. So we'll do the same thing. Same command. I guess it will work.
What is that slash s? This is for files with s? No, it okay.
So yeah. You got it? It is able to copy. Let me see the destination. Subfolder. No, sample was there, no? See, sample I had copied. So I think space is considered as a character and not a special. It is able to take that special character, space, Python. Here in this case.
Okay. And
So
the
there,
command, sorry, the copy command also works?
copy command, yeah, will work for file, not for subdirectories. So I will try again.
Yeah, with that space.
So I will remove this s slash s. Let it be here. Okay, I want to see. Oh, then function arrow. Then I wanted to copy demo folder. Let us see what it gives. Incorrect syntax. Yeah, it is giving me. It got copied. So it's good to know. Like you are also making scenarios in your mind. Okay, this is very much helpful for you. Then already I think I have used this. No? Something called rename. Okay, rename file to file .txt. If it is not open in editor, upload bigger name exists cannot be found. Okay, I think file 3 is also already there. So file 4 I will. So now the so file 2 got renamed to file 3, file 4. Okay. So just a second. Now going to the PPT. Yeah. So these are the commands like dir we have covered, cd we have covered, cls we have covered, the source current directory. CSDIR we it is acting like a PWD, present working directory. It will give you the current directory. Okay, CSDIR. The mkdir, rmdir we have used. Then this function key plus control key. Do you understand this? What I mean to say here? I'm going to say here, for example, I see manually I'm typing and going to the beginning, correct? I want to make it shortcut. What I should do? I will click function key along with the home button. So it will go into the beginning. Function key along with the end button. So it will go to the last. Then what is else is there in the PPT? Control key without means this time I will use control key instead of function key. So control and home. So one by one, what it is going. Okay, control and end one by one, forward direction it is going, word by word. So while development, it will very much handy, these commands. Now, this also we have covered. Copy, X copy, then rename files and folders. Then installing Python and other tools. So, Coffee, you have already downloaded Python. Have you upgraded your Python?
Yes, I did the upgrade today, including the VS Code upgrade.
Okay. So, which version you have downloaded Python?
Python 3.
Python 3. What about you, Sweta?
Let me tell you the version. I think it was 2.8, I believe, but
Okay.
I'm
So,
checking.
switch to Python 3.10 at least. Okay. And
Yeah.
so these are the links. If
Yeah,
you
it
want,
is 3.11. It is.
yeah, 3.0. No, then it's fine. What about the ID? ID like VS Code?
Yeah. Okay. One second. It is 3.11 again.
Okay. So if you got installed Python and then the ID, I think you can start coding. I hope have you done coding like from past previous 2 sessions, whatever I shown in demo?
Yes. Using Visual Basic and using Visual Studio, and then there is one online tool that is available, Replit.
Okay.
Right.
And uh, what is the meaning? Means adding that ext2 path variable. What is the meaning of this? Why we use? Any idea?
Which one?
Add to path. I've written here add to path option. Any idea? What is it?
It's an environment variable, right?
It is environment variable. So a path is an environment variable. Wherever if you want to use, for example, uh, where is my command? I already opened command terminal. Here, I want to run any Python code. So here, if I enter Python, it should redirect me to the terminal, Python terminal. Okay, then we can do our some debug code. We are right. This is only happening because we have added our Python to that environment variable. Where is this environment variable? E and V in Windows, I'm telling you. Then go to this tab. It should be in advanced tab, environment variable. And why it is taking time? Okay. So there is some variable called path here. See, if I click on edit, we can see our Python here somewhere. Yeah. So that thing, Python, after entering Python, I'm able to get that Python terminal because I have added this path here. Otherwise, I would not have got. It will tell me that it is not recognized. It means not able to recognize what is Python. Python not found command kind of. So this is what I have to say for today's lecture. Okay, and the most important thing that we have learned is this commands. These are window-based command. We can try on Ubuntu also. Okay, if you have time, you just try it. Okay, and let me know if there are any changes. So, guys, do you have any questions now?
So some of these commands do not work in VS Code. So
VS Code.
Yeah, the VS Code, I tried some of the commands, it didn't work in there.
Okay, so you have seen like, let me see here. I was using clear command in VS Code, correct? Coming out of this shell, we use exec command. CL EAR I will use here. So clear is not recognized as an internal. Come on. What is working here in Windows is CLS, but
Yeah, clear is
in
Linux.
Windows in this here.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, are we to learn the commands in VS Code or the Windows? Which one will we be using in the class?
Mostly in VS Code, because it depends on the ID what we are using. We'll keep on doing things here itself. We won't be going to our system and making changes from there, because
Right.
the managers, they will tell that don't save anything locally, do it on IDE, push it on GitHub. Okay, we will get everything here. If you click here, see, PowerShell is there, Git Bash is there, command prompt is there. So we'll focus mostly here itself. Now, why I have taught you those topics? Because it was a part of syllabus. Okay, that contents I have to share.
Okay, good. And then you're going to cover GitHub as well, right?
Yes, yes. As a part of curriculum, GitHub is also there. So there, after doing some code work, that project basically, I'll be using commands. Will push code to GitHub. At the same time, we can extract code from GitHub. We can make
Okay.
changes.
Cool.
So, if you have that PDF, where is it? Not here. So I'm going through module by module. Okay. So today, module 1, it was introduction to Python setup. I have given everything. This was a part of agenda in my PPT in today's lecture. In the next day, I will be covering this entire module. Okay, so what you can do, like you guys, if you have time, you can also go through these topics once if you have time. Otherwise, it's not required, because you guys is responding well. We are having discussion here. It's not like only I'm speaking and you are in listening. Okay, so this will be our tomorrow's agenda. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to send an email with the Zoom and then the where we can locate a PDF and recordings?
The recordings and then code snippet, it will be shared with you.
Okay, through email, right?
I don't know about through email or that the team will work on it. I will share with them and they will share with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
It will
Okay.
be your drive, Google Drive.
Shweta, I come back again.
No, it will be shared by Google Drive. That's what
Yeah,
precisely.
it kind of drive. It will share in drive itself.
Yeah.
So there will be a common drive where you will be given access.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have a quick question. Can you stop the recording and then we can talk? It's more on the.
Okay, that I cannot do, because by default, if I open if I start the meeting, it will go in recording mode. And if I have to stop, I have to get out of this meeting.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the trend of Python. I know the other day you mentioned that most of the things are moving into the cloud, right?
Correct, correct.
So I wanted to hear more along that line.
No problem. We can discuss now here also. See, why cloud they are using? Because it is reducing our cost. For example, I want to develop one hardware, for example, access point. And if there is any problem within, to develop any hardware, we need infrastructure also. We need servers also. So those are a part of hardware. Now, if any error comes in that hardware, developer, they spend their time into debugging that hardware itself. then their time for development get reduced. Otherwise, if there are certain team who's working on hardware side, infrastructure side, they have to debug it. Meanwhile, developer has to wait. Correct. But if all these things will be taken care by some other third party company, that as a development, I don't need to bother about. Okay. I have to write my code and execute that code. And I don't bother about, for example, abstraction. I told you in abstraction in the beginning. We enter one command, we got the output. That is happening in cloud. Okay, infrastructure, we don't have to bother. Cost is also getting reduced. Okay, only few things we need to know in cloud. What are the services that has to be stopped or start, so that if the system is idle, we are not paying. Okay, we are only paying for the time we are running.
Right.
I've seen like very big giants company like JPMC, then Intel, they've started migrating their projects on cloud. And it doesn't mean that language, we won't be using language in that case. Yeah, the complexity of language, it will reduce, because many things will be supported from the GUI of AWS itself, Azure itself, Oracle itself. Okay, you are giving Oracle here training, correct? So you will find like many tabs. It's a kind of tool, correct? Tool. We need to know about the tabs. Where those tabs? What is the process? So if you know the documentation also, if you are given any document also, you are able to do that. So I have seen many many engineers who doesn't like programming even. What they are doing, they are learning Python to some intermediate level, or some any language like Java or Python into intermediate level, and they are going into cloud domain, because demand is also there. Okay, and it is also easy. I saw you in a programming language, like it should be easy to understand. Okay, so now technology will advance in such a way that developers we will be given already every guidelines, and we need to follow. But there are some do's and don'ts. We need to take care about it, and that for before joining any project, we have to go through many tutorials or some meetings, technical or HR meetings. There will be given the directions. Anything else?
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. What about Shweta? You have no questions? You told that you can join any online classes, but this is since interactive program.
No. I did not say that. I think I said there are many tutorials available, but it is not interactive, and that is why I prefer to join. And more or less, I had one session with Prasad, and I really.
Your voice is very low.
Hello.
Yeah,
is it better now?
Now it is better.
Yeah. I did not say that. I meant the already present session is not interactive.
So that's why I asked you to say something like, you have any questions?
Yeah, not for today.
Not for today.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, guys.
Was there, it was discussed in the call. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, we'll stop today, and it may be possible that our session may be more than 90 minutes and even less than 90 minutes also. It depends on the contents. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Bye.